What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Jason? How you doing?
I'm awesome. But not really. I'm in quarantine and I'm going out of my mind.
Jason Momoa is one of the biggest stars in the world, so you're getting back to work. But before you get back to work, you have to, like in Canada, for instance, you have to sit for 2 weeks at home. You can't leave the house. I think they threaten you. It's a $750,000 fine
Is it
if you
really?
leave. Yeah, if you leave the house before that 2 weeks is up. Canada's taking it seriously, Jason. So
They are.
what are
You
you
know what?
what are you doing? What are you doing to
Guys,
stay sane?
no one's got any problems up here. Everybody's like clean and good and that's back to normal. I mean, everyone's wearing masks, but I mean, it looks nice from the
Right,
house.
right.
But most of my friends, they're in like hotels where they can't even go out. I mean, I got a small little yard, but yeah, I haven't been in a place that's not my home quarantine. It's kind of gnarly.
It is. It is. What are you doing to stay sane? I feel like there's a motorbike behind you, and I was like, that. I was like,
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
looking at a bike that I can't ride. It's painful. I mean, I'm playing music. There's a bunch of like, I don't know. Can we move this computer or no? So, I'll show you my little spot. I'm listening to music, and then I brought my guitars
okay, okay, okay.
and some. I'm gonna learn how to play. I'm gonna learn how to play stand-up
All
bass.
right, all right, all right.
That's my new. Learn how to play stand-up bass, and I'm gonna learn how to play mandolin.
How many instruments do you currently play?
I play guitar, I play bass, I'm learning drums. I want to learn trumpet too, but I didn't bring that. My daughter's learning trumpet.
Damn.
But that's what kind of keeps me sane. I didn't get to grow up with a lot of instruments,
Right,
so I'm
right.
making up for lost time.
I feel like you're the one person who was designed for this. Do you feel like you were ready for this moment? Does it, has it thrown you off
You
as
know
much
what?
as it has everyone else?
I was really ready for is a nice reset. I mean, I think it's really beautiful. I never get to be home, so I got to be home with my babies, and they're 11 and 13, so it's a very beautiful time to be home,
Right.
and also a lot of work on myself and me and my wife. We've been together 14 years. It's been a beautiful time to like just work on us because I spent years trying to build a career where I actually did stuff that I love to do, which now I have that career. It was not the case 22 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's just been good to be home. And now I'm back to work. And it's kind of sad because my kids can't come up to see me because they have to do 2 weeks quarantine.
Right.
So it's the first time I've ever been away from my family for this long. So
Jason Momoa, a lot of people know you as an action star. I mean, whether it's being a breakout star in Game of Thrones, whether it's, leading the front line of shows on Apple TV with C, whether it's, just like blowing up the box office with Aquaman. Jason Momoa is an action star. This project that we're going to be talking about today is a little different. It's a lot of heart, a lot of pain, and a lot of hope. Tell me about the documentary Gather and why Jason Momoa decided that this film needed to be made.
well, I think the what you brought up, just being known as like an action star, it's a misconception of who I am. Even going back to my first film that I directed, it had to deal with the atrocities that were happening on Native American reservations. I've made it my duty in many ways, and in my art and my companies to kind of fight for justice and bring to the forefront things that are my concerns. And I think all the roles that I play, people kind of can think of me in a different way. But
Yeah.
when Gather came by, there's those things are happening to even my own people in Hawaii, or just the things that have been happening, and what has happened to our ancestors, and the disconnection between our ancestries and our traditions, our food source. And so this film is extremely beautiful, and if I can use my platform in any way to be able to bring something that's an honest human film and in true history and explanation to what has happened to so many indigenous cultures, I'm
Right.
I'm all on board. So when I saw it, blew my hair back. I've seen it about 5 times. I love it. I just watched it again so that I could be with you. And I mean, have you had a chance to watch it?
Man, can I tell you something? I learned things watching it that I didn't know. I feel like any great documentary does that. Any great documentary, you know, sharpens up the things you do know, but then it'll always open your eyes to an aspect of an issue that you genuinely never knew before. What a lot of people may not know is how decimating their food supply was one of the things that the colonialists did to destroy Native American populations, decimating their food, you know, polluting the way they eat, restricting them from living the way they lived. And you see those effects still affecting those communities today. And that's what you show in the documentary, which I found really fascinating.
I mean, and how it ripples out. I mean, like it relates to even my own culture, which is obesity and like just shipping all the crap food that's coming over on boats when we were, you know, we were island Earth. We were 100% by ourselves in the middle of the ocean. I just find it that it's so disconnected from the natural food source that it's beautiful to be able to share a little bit of that and be a part of something like this. So, I mean, I definitely, I'm very thankful that you watched it because sometimes people don't get to do that. So I'm very thankful for that. But it's yeah, it's a beautiful film that I want to get out to the world.
You showcase people who are putting forth solutions. You know, you're putting indigenous peoples in front of the camera. This isn't one of those stories where like the documentary filmmaker or the executive producer makes it about themselves. This is a story about the people. We follow these amazing people who are saying, here's how we can combine science with our traditions. Here's how we can move into the future. Here's how we can claim back our food supply. Why do you think it was so important for you to make sure that this film centered itself around those heroes as opposed to just you telling their story?
I mean, that's the best part about this thing, like being involved because it comes directly from there. I felt like I was growing and getting therapy and the experience within the tribe. I mean, that's what's beautiful about it is it's truly amazing filmmaking. And also the director, just the way that he unfolds it in his storytelling process. So I mean, that's what makes just a great documentary in general.
Before I let you go, I'm worried about you in quarantine. I know how crazy that can be. Here's my suggestion. You play music. I say you should do like a free concert every day, even if it's for 30 minutes with people live online.
You like being in quarantine, though. I feel like you like it. I feel like you've been loving it.
I was born in quarantine, Jason. You claim quarantine. I was born in quarantine. Nah, man, you know what? I grew up stuck in the house, partly because of apartheid, partly because my grandmother was afraid to let me go outside. So, I mean, I'm used to it, but I don't think I'm used to anything that's happening in the world. So stay strong, man. Stay strong, stay healthy.
I look forward to giving you a hug one of these days. Yeah.
Deal, my friend. Don't ever threaten me with a hug, Jason. I'll take you up on it. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you very much, everyone. Cheers.